var goer och dyre, vi ville bli gift, men en präst var inte enkelt och fin. Da hørte vi noe bannskap til singla i glass, og Bjørn Eidsvåg kom ramla ned. Halleluja! Og jeg svaret ja, og Cindy sa yes, og snart lå vi der godt begge to. Jeg fortalte om Åmot og Ulvang og Sputnik, hun sa at Norge landet mitt nå. Det min dag i dag, herregud for en herlig dag. Det min dag i dag. Det min dag i dag, herregud for en herlig dag. Det min dag i dag. Ja, det min dag i dag, herregud for.
Hello everyone, and welcome to another movie review by Centipede Geek. Today I have a film that I am sure that you all know of. I'm sure, at least if you haven't seen it, I'm sure every single one of you have at least heard of it. And that is the 1960 film. This is the original film, by the way, Alfred Hitchcock's Psycho. And let me just first of all say that I just watched this today, and I had not seen it previously. Of course, I knew famous scenes like the shower scenes, but I did not know the ending. I didn't know anything like that. I pretty much came into it blind, and I'm happy to say that I did that because I ended up loving it. Of course, why wouldn't I? So anyways, let's get straight to the review, shall we? So pretty much, if you don't know what Psycho is, it's about this woman, and the amazing thing about Hitchcock is he gets you to root for the bad character. And let me tell you why. So we have this girl, and she was supposed to have some money deposited into the bank. I believe like $40,000 actually. Well, instead, she doesn't. The money that was going to sell the building, actually, she ends up keeping this money for herself, and she goes on the run with the money. In the sense, she's the bad character. One of the many things I love about Hitchcock, just recently I found out, is that he gets you not only to root for the bad character, but he actually gets you to care for the bad guy in the movie. I think that's amazing. This girl, I felt like she did a phenomenal job acting. Really enjoyed her in this movie because I just felt like she was just really good and just a really great actress. And pretty much what ends up happening is a cop stops her on the way, and he seems very suspicious. She can't seem to cover up very well, so she ends up going to a car's salesman and trading in her car and handing over $700 in cash to the man, and ends up driving off and arrives at a motel by the name of Bates Motel. And there's 12 cabins there, 12 vacant rooms, and Norman Bates lives there, and that's about all I'm going to say. She gets a room at the Bates Motel, and that's about all I'm going to say on Alfred Hitchcock's Psycho. I don't want to say any more because I don't want to give any spoilers away to those of you who have not seen it, though I am sure it is a very few number of you. So anyways, like I said, one of the many reasons I enjoyed Psycho was because Hitchcock gets you to root for the bad person. Kind of like in Rob Zombie's, this isn't a very good comparison, but kind of like in Rob Zombie's film, The Devil's Rejects, Rob Zombie gets you to root for the bad guys, the killers, when in this sense, he gets you to root for the thief. I thought that was a great thing. Another reason I liked this, my favorite character from Hitchcock's Psycho movie has to be Norman Bates. I think he had some great dialogue, great acting. The script for this movie is not bad at all. In fact, it's amazing. It's a phenomenal script, and I really enjoyed the dialogue in this movie. There's so many great things about it, so many cool quotes. Norman Bates in the movie, I don't want to give too much away, but Norman Bates keeps kind of a collection of stuffed birds in his office, because he's the one who owns the Bates Motel, hence the last name, Norman Bates. Anyways, he has some stuffed birds in his office, and I really enjoyed he had some really cool quotes. They talk about trapping, and she asks him, why don't you move away? And he has some now I don't mean to keep repeating this, but he has some great dialogue, and that was just one of the many things I loved about this movie. Another thing, a reason I liked it was the music. The music for this movie, there's one piece that is used, and it's used I think about 3 or 4 times, along with other pieces that are also used multiple times, and just the music is so suspenseful. Alfred Hitchcock, what he does with Psycho is he really knows how to make the music fit the scene. It's not over the top in any way. The characters' reactions are perfect, and like I said, he knows how to make the music fit a certain scene. The music makes a scene, and the actors and actresses also make the scene. It makes Alfred Hitchcock's Psycho for one great thriller, horror, suspenseful movie. And I really enjoyed this. Like I said, the scene that people always remember from this movie and still will most likely remember until, they go to their graves is the shower sequence. And I have to say, hands down, if you haven't seen that sequence, it's one heck of a sequence. So be expecting a lot when you see it because I love the sequence. I don't think it's outdated at all. I still think it holds up to this day. And I just love the sequence, seeing, just the black, well, I don't want to give too much away, so I won't say any more. If you've seen the scene, you know what I'm talking about. The black shadow, that kind of thing. Anyways, it's a great sequence, and it really hides the character, and it's cool. I love how this movie is just so suspenseful. I haven't seen a movie this suspenseful in a long time. Not only is it a horror film, but it's also a thriller. Because it's a slasher movie at heart, but it's not just your straight up traditional slasher film. I know it, influenced like stuff like Halloween and all the kind of, knockoffs nowadays, which there are a few gems nowadays of those knockoffs. So anyways, I just love how it's so suspenseful, and Hitchcock really knew what he was doing with this movie. Just wanted to say that the main reason I checked this out was because I believe in about 2 or 3 weeks we have a Hitchcock documentary, kind of behind the scenes movie starring Anthony Hitchcock, or Anthony Hopkins, and he is starring as Alfred Hitchcock, and it's pretty much a documentary about how Psycho was made and put into production. And so that's pretty much what the movie's about, and that comes out November 21st of this month in limited theaters, I believe, and that's the main reason I wanted to check it out. I wanted to be able to catch the references, because I know they reference Psycho several times, and I wouldn't have been able to enjoy Hitchcock as much if I wouldn't have previously seen Psycho, the movie. So anyways, like I was saying, so many great reasons why I like this movie. Like I said, the music, very suspenseful, a thriller, horror, it mashes genres together. There's some great and iconic scenes that really have a great and eerie atmosphere about them, so that's another reason. And like I said, the actors and actresses both all do a phenomenal job, and the script is by far also one of the best things about Alfred Hitchcock's Psycho. Anyways, that's my review for the famous and iconic movie that came out in 1960 by the name of Psycho. I believe there was also a remake that came out sometime in the 90s, but it starred Vince Vaughn, but I don't have any interest to check that one out because this one, I believe, is unbeatable. Anyways, once again, thanks for watching. Thank you to all my subscribers. Like, comment, subscribe to my page below, and I will see you guys later with another movie review by Centipede Geek.